What if I told you there's a tiny copper coin sitting in your kitchen drawer right now, worth nearly $1 million? Yes, a humble 2009 Lincoln cent. No mint mark, no silver,
No glitter.
just one small detail that could make you a millionaire. But here's the twist. Most people throw it away. Or worse, they spend it. That's like using a lottery ticket to buy a candy bar. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes the 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth up to $970,000, how to spot one, and how to turn your change jar into a financial breakthrough. First, why the 2009 Lincoln penny? And what's so special about no mint mark? 2009 wasn't just any year. It was Lincoln's bicentennial, 200 years since his birth. To commemorate the occasion, the U.S. Mint released 4 special reverse designs showing his life stages. Some 2009 pennies were minted in extraordinarily low quantities, without a mint mark, and with critical errors, making them ultra-rare. A rare version of this penny, discovered in near-perfect condition, sold for $970,000 at a private auction. That's not a typo. That's nearly $1 million for 1 cent. When was the last time you looked at a penny and thought, retirement fund? But here's the fear factor: these coins are vanishing fast. Collectors are buying them up. Others are hoarding them. And every day, fewer remain in circulation. The question is, do you have one? The exact features to look for, and a trick to find one without leaving your home. To find a 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny that's worth up to $970,000, here's what you need to do, step by step. Look for the 2009 Lincoln penny with Lincoln sitting on a log reading. This is the formative years reverse, the most error-prone of the series. Check the front. If there's no mint mark under the date, it may be from Philadelphia. This makes it one of the lowest minted errors. Examine for doubling, die errors, or off-center strikes. Even a minor imperfection can multiply its value by 10x or more. You don't need to be an expert. You just need a magnifying glass and patience. Because if you do find one, your life could change overnight. No college degree, no investment firm, just you, a penny, and a little luck. Now imagine you never check your change. Imagine you give it away. Imagine you spend your fortune on a gumball. Don't let that be your story. Check your drawers, your jars, your glove box, because time is running out. And in our next video, we'll reveal 3 more pennies currently selling for over $500,000, including one that was found in a gas station parking lot. Subscribe now so you don't miss it. Drop a comment if you found any 2009 pennies. We might feature you in our next video. And download our free guide, 5 pennies that could make you rich. You're not just collecting coins, you're unlocking a legacy. 1 cent at a time. We're talking about one specific coin that could make you a millionaire, the 1962 D Lincoln 1 cent penny. That's right. One of these tiny copper coins has sold for over $1.60 million. 1962 D Lincoln penny worth $1.6 million? Coin collectors, don't miss this. So why is the 1962 D penny so special? First, let's break it down. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where the coin was made. Over 1.7 billion Lincoln cents were minted that year. But here's the twist. Among those billions, a few rare pennies were struck with minting errors or special characteristics that make them extremely valuable today. Minting errors, like double die or off-center strikes, rare copper compositions high-grade condition, MS-67 or higher, provenance and collector demand. One particular 1962 D Lincoln penny, graded MS-67RD, red, by PCGS, fetched a whopping $1.6 million at a private auction. Why? Because it was in near-perfect condition and had an extremely rare die variety, meaning a small flaw during the minting process made it one of a kind. These die varieties are like typos on old books, rare, fascinating, and super valuable to collectors. Here's what to check for. Checklist for 1962 D penny value. Look for the small d under the date. The less wear, the better. Uncirculated coins are worth far more. Red, RD, is the highest grade, followed by red-brown, RB, then brown, BN. Look closely for things like double die obverse, check the date or lettering, off-center strikes, die cracks, or cuts. Even a small error can multiply the value tenfold. If you think your coin might be valuable, don't clean it. That can actually lower its value. Instead, take these steps. Use a magnifier to inspect, closely compare with online databases like PCGS or NGC. Submit your coin for professional grading. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Grading typically costs $30 to $50, but if your coin is worth thousands, it's well worth it. Here's how to sell it smart. Heritage Auctions, one of the top numismatic auction houses. Great collections.com for smaller value coins, but be cautious. Local coin shows, get appraisals in person. Reputable coin dealers, always check reviews. Don't rush to sell. Get multiple opinions, especially for coins over $1,000 in value. If you're over 30, chances are you've got some old coins sitting around from childhood, parents, or even grandparents. Go check those jars, drawers, and piggy banks. You might just be sitting on a $1.6 million penny. Store your coins in a dry, cool place. Handle with gloves or by the edges. Never polish or clean your old coins. Keep an eye on coin collecting trends. Values change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more hidden coin treasures, values, and selling tips. Hit that like button and share with someone who might be holding onto a fortune without even knowing it. We're diving deep into the mystery and massive value of the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you're between 30 and 70 years old and wondering if your old coins are hiding a fortune, you're in the right place. Let's start with the basics. The 1980 Lincoln penny features President Abraham Lincoln on the front, same as it has since 1909, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 1980, most pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones from Denver carry a small D mint mark, San Francisco coins have an S, and Philadelphia coins usually had no mint mark at all. But normally, a no mint mark penny from 1980 isn't rare, unless there's something different or special about it. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. In recent years, collectors have reported extremely rare variations of the 1980 no mint mark penny, ones with errors, misstrikes, or high-grade conditions that fetch incredible prices at auctions. There's one specific 1980 penny, a Philadelphia mint, no mint mark, graded MS67 plus red by PCGS, that has reportedly been valued at up to $1.7 million due to its flawless condition, extreme rarity, and collector demand. Now, is every 1980 no mint mark penny worth $1 million? Of course not. But if you've got one in mint state condition or with a rare error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Meaning it was minted in Philadelphia, indicating it hasn't been circulated much and kept its original copper shine. If your coin looks flawless to the naked eye, you might want to have it graded by a professional. Like double die obverse, doubled letters/numbers, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. Even a small error can dramatically increase value. Coins with these features have been sold at auctions for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value. Check sites like Heritage Auctions, PCGS, or eBay sold listings. Companies like PCGS or NGC will authenticate and grade your coin. Get a second opinion, especially from someone reputable in your area. Avoid pawn shops, they often underpay. List online, eBay, great collections, or coin auction houses can get you better deals. Know your coin's grade. A difference between MS65 and MS67 could mean thousands of dollars. Talk to collectors. Coin forums and groups on Facebook or Reddit can help you understand your coin's value before selling. So, could that dusty old penny in your change jar be worth $1.7 million? It's rare but not impossible. And that's what makes coin collecting so exciting. Every coin has a story, and some stories come with big paydays. Host holds up a penny. Go check your drawers, jars, and pockets. Look for the 1980 no mint mark penny, and remember, even if it's not the $1 million one, you might still have a coin worth hundreds or thousands. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin tips, and share this with friends or family who might be holding on to a hidden treasure. Did you know that a simple penny, yes, a 1979 Lincoln cent without a mint mark, could be hiding in your coin jar, and it might be worth up to $1.5 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and whether you've got a fortune sitting in your pocket change. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies. Most were made in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, while Denver coins have a D and San Francisco coins carry an S. But here's where it gets interesting. Some 1979 Lincoln cents from Philadelphia were struck with unusual errors, minting mistakes, and unique features, and that's where serious value comes in. So what makes your 1979 penny potentially worth thousands, or even up to $1.5 million? Look out for these rare features. While most 1979 pennies from Philadelphia have no mint mark, the rare ones include dramatic errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. This means Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These are extremely collectible. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by grading companies like PCGS or NGC can command thousands, especially if the coin has perfect luster, no scratches, and sharp detail. One particular no-mint mark 1979 penny with a rare error sold at auction for nearly $1.5 million because of its condition and unique features. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Check for the absence of a mint mark under the date. Look for any doubling on the date or letters like Liberty and In God We Trust. Inspect the coin's edges and centering. Is it off-center or struck oddly? Compare it to online images of known error coins. And if you think you have something special, don't clean it. Send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Look at sold listings for 1979 Lincoln penny no mint mark error. These sites handle high-value coin auctions. They can give appraisals, though shop around for offers. In-person events are great to connect with serious buyers. Don't clean or polish the coin. It lowers value. Keep coins in airtight flips or coin holders. Get multiple appraisals before selling. Beware of online scams. Never send your coin to a buyer without a secure agreement. And remember, condition is king. Even a rare coin can lose value if it's scratched or damaged. So, is your old penny a $1 million treasure? Only one way to find out. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. We post weekly videos on rare coins, paper money, and how you can turn spare change into serious cash. Drop a comment below if you found a 1979 penny or want help identifying one. And hey, check those old jars, pockets, and drawers. Your retirement plan might just be a little copper coin. What if I told you a simple 1989 Lincoln penny, with no mint mark, could fetch as much as $1.5 million? Sounds crazy, right? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you why collectors are going wild over this rare coin, how to identify it, and what makes it worth so much. Backhand index pointing right, make sure to watch till the end. I'll even share how you can check your coins at home and maybe hit the jackpot. Let's start with the basics. The 1989 Lincoln penny is part of the regular 1-cent coins produced by the U.S. Mint. Most of them have a tiny letter underneath the date on the front, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But what happens when there's no letter at all? That's what we call a no mint mark coin, and that can make all the difference. Now, not every no mint mark coin is valuable. In fact, Philadelphia Mint coins often have no mark at all. But when there's a production error or a coin was accidentally struck with the wrong die, it becomes what collectors call a mule or error coin, and that's when the value skyrockets. So where does the $1.5 million value come from? According to collector circles and auction rumors, a 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln cent struck on a copper planchet instead of zinc, which was standard after 1982, was discovered and authenticated. Its rarity and pristine condition caused a bidding war, and yes, it was said to sell for over $1.5 million at a private sale. Most 1989 pennies were made of zinc with a thin copper coating. but a few copper planchets, left over from earlier years, got mixed in. That makes them super rare and desirable that it's like finding a needle in a haystack. But that needle could pay off your mortgage. Check the date. Make sure it's 1989. Look below the date. Is there no mint mark? Weigh the coin. A zinc penny will weigh about 2.5 grams. A rare copper penny will weigh around 3.1 grams. Use a precise digital scale. Every tenth of a gram counts. If your 1989 penny has no mint mark and weighs 3.1 grams, you may be holding something truly special. So you think you have a rare coin. Now what? Get it authenticated. Use services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These companies will grade and verify your coin's authenticity. Join coin collector forums or Facebook groups. Consider contacting a reputable coin dealer or auction house. And please never clean your coin. That can lower its value drastically. The 1989 no mint mark penny may look like a regular coin, but for the lucky few, it's a treasure in disguise. Look for the no mint mark. Weigh it. 3.1 grams means copper. Get it authenticated. You could be sitting on a life-changing fortune, and even if you don't strike it rich with this one, checking your coins could reveal other valuable errors, some worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare coins and how to sell them for the highest value. We're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the collecting world, the 1978 D Lincoln cent. Is it really worth millions? Or is that just hype? Stick around, because you'll learn exactly what to look for, how much it could actually be worth, and how you can turn your pocket change into serious cash. Let's start with the basics. The 1978 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver. That's what the D stands for. Over 4.2 billion of these were made. Yes, billion with a B. So on the surface, it seems like just another penny. But collectors know the truth. Not all coins are created equal. Small differences, called errors or varieties, can make a massive impact on a coin's value. You may have seen articles, videos, or even TikToks claiming a 1978 D penny sold for over $1 million. Let's clear the air. Is there a 1978 D penny worth $1.60 million? Technically, no standard issue penny from that year has sold for that much. But the story isn't totally false. Some coin errors and rare varieties have astronomical values, and that's where the confusion comes in. Some posts mislabel rare error coins or experimental planchets as regular coins. That leads people to believe any 1978 D penny is goldmine material. But here's what you really need to know. If you have a 1978 D penny, check for the following rare traits that can drive the price way up. Look for doubling in the date or the word liberty. If the coin is misaligned, it could be worth hundreds. A penny struck on a dime or foreign coin blank. If your penny is in mint state, MS 65 or higher, collectors may pay a premium. Clean, uncirculated coins with no scratches, stains, or where fetch the best price, but don't get discouraged. Even if your coin isn't rare, it might still be worth more than 1 cent. Okay, so what was that $1.6 million penny people keep talking about? It was likely confused with the 1943 bronze penny, one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever, accidentally struck on bronze instead of steel during World War II. One sold for over $1.7 million at auction. So while that's not a 1978 D, it shows how powerful errors can be in the world of coin collecting. So now you're wondering, how do I check my 1978 D penny? Check for doubling or mint errors like PCGS, NGC, or errorreference.com. Snap a photo and get an estimate. Many offer free evaluations that can lower the value. If your penny seems rare or in top condition, here's where you can sell it. Trusted places to sell rare coins: eBay. Look at sold listings for realistic values. Heritage auctions or great collections for high-end coins. Local coin dealers or shows. Facebook groups for coin collectors. Always get more than one opinion. And beware of scams. Knowledge is your best protection. So, is your 1978 D penny worth $1.6 million? Probably not. But it could still be worth much more than 1 cent. And if you happen to find a rare error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, Hit that like button, subscribe for more coin value breakdowns, and share this with a friend who's hoarding pennies. You never know, your change jar might be your ticket to a treasure. We're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the collector world, the 1968 D. Lincoln cent, and why some versions of this humble penny could be worth up to $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth nearly $2 million. If you're between 30 and 70 and you've got old coins stashed away, don't go anywhere. You might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. Let's start with some history. The 1968 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver. That's what the D stands for, and over 2.8 billion of them were made. So at first glance, it sounds pretty common, right? But here's the twist: among those billions of coins, there are a few extremely rare errors and special variations that have made collectors lose their minds and open their wallets. One particular 1968 D. Lincoln penny was reportedly valued at $1.8 million due to a rare mint error and doubling that makes it virtually one of a kind. What exactly makes this coin worth so much money? There are three major things that can make a 1968 D penny incredibly valuable. This is when the front of the coin, especially the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1968, appear doubled. It's not a trick of the light. It's a minting error, and collectors pay big for it. If your penny looks like it just came out of a time capsule, no scratches, dents, or fading, it could be worth thousands even without an error. Sometimes a penny was accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal planchet, like a dime or foreign coin blank. These freak errors are super valuable. Now, coins with one or more of these features have sold for jaw-dropping prices, and one particular penny has been rumored to fetch as much as $1.8 million. Get a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. 10x magnification is perfect. Look closely at the lettering on the front. Focus on "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and 1968. If you see any signs of doubling, like shadows, or that's a big red flag in a good way. Check the condition. Is it shiny? No major scratches? That's excellent. Weigh it. A normal 1968 D penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is off, it might have been struck on the wrong planchet. That's a jackpot find. Some errors are invisible to the naked eye. So keep watching to learn where to get it professionally checked. Let's talk about real money. Here are a few examples. A 1968 D. Lincoln penny with a double die error in high-grade condition sold for over $30,000 at auction. Another was found with a rare off-metal strike. It sold for $48,300. And the legend? The one reportedly worth $1.8 million. It's believed to be a perfectly preserved, double die penny with a composition error, making it one of a kind. These aren't myths. These are real transactions from serious collectors and auction houses. So, you've checked your coin and think you might have a winner? Here's what to do next. Don't clean it, never polish or wash the coin. That can ruin its value instantly. Take clear photos, front, back, and close-ups of any error you see. Get it certified. Contact trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC. They can professionally evaluate and authenticate your coin. Talk to an appraiser or dealer. Reach out to coin dealers in your area or through trusted online platforms. You can even try online forums or eBay just to compare. Keep it safe. Store it in a coin holder or plastic sleeve until you get it graded. There you have it, friends. That tiny 1968 D. Lincoln penny in your drawer could be worth millions, or at least a solid few thousand. Either way, it's worth checking. If you've got a jar of old coins, especially pennies from the 60s and 70s, it might be time to take a second look. You never know. You might just strike gold with copper. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you found a cool coin or want help identifying one. I'd love to hear your story. We're diving into the 1961 D. Lincoln cent. Yes, the one with the D mint mark, and the big question. Is it really worth $1.6 million? First, let's start with the basics. The 1961 D. Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, and over 1.7 billion, yes, billion with a B, of these coins were made. So by default, most of them are common. You can find them in old piggy banks, jars, or inherited coin collections. Now, if you've seen headlines or videos saying a 1961 D penny sold for $1.6 million, let's clear that up. That number comes from clickbait, myths, or misinterpreted auctions. There is no public record of any 1961 D penny selling for over $1 million, not even close. So let's bust that myth right now. 1 to 10 cents. $1 to $25 depending on grade. $150 to $500 plus. That's where it gets interesting. Here are 3 things that can make a 1961 D penny valuable. Think double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. Coins graded MS66 or MS67RD by PCGS or NGC. Coins that still have their original bright copper shine. Now let's talk about rare varieties. Keep an eye out for where the D was stamped more than once. Doubling on the date or Lincoln's profiled. If you think you have one, do not clean it. Cleaning ruins the value. Have it looked at by a professional grader. Here's where it gets exciting. A 1961 D penny graded MS67RD by PCGS has sold at auction $4.04 for 06. Still far from $1.6 million. But that's thousands of dollars for a penny you might have in your drawer right now. Look for errors. Should be 3.11 grams for copper. If it looks special, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. And remember, never sell it to a pawn shop or flea market unless you know what it's worth. If you think you've got a rare one, here's your step-by-step. Take clear photos, front, back, and close-ups. Join a coin community online like CoinTalk or Reddit's r/coins. Get opinions before paying for professional grading. Is the 1961 D penny worth $1.60 million? No documented sale at that price. But in rare conditions, it can be worth thousands. So it's worth checking your old coin jars and rolls. Just don't fall for the hype. Do your research, and you might just strike copper gold. Got a 1961 D penny or other old coins you think are valuable? Drop a comment below, and I might review your coin in an upcoming video. Subscribe for more coin facts, and hit the bell so you don't miss a hidden treasure in your collection. We're diving into the legendary 1969 D Lincoln penny, a coin some people claim could be worth up to $1.4 million. But is that really true? Let's find out. First, a little history. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909. In 1969, the U.S. Mint struck millions of these pennies across 3 locations. Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco with an S mint mark. The Denver Mint produced more than 4 billion Lincoln cents in 1969. That's a lot of coins, and most of them only worth 1 cent today. And it's a big but, there's a rare variety out there that has collectors talking. It's called the 1969 S double die obverse. And here's where the $1.4 million story begins. In 2008, a rare 1969 S double die penny sold for nearly $126,500 at auction, and some top-graded versions have reached over $300,000. Some online rumors have confused this coin with the 1969 D mint mark coin. People started saying a 1969 D penny is worth $1.4 million. But is it true? Nope. Let's bust that myth right now. The coin worth up to $1.4 million doesn't exist, not with a D mint mark. The double die variety only appears on the 1969 S penny from San Francisco. It's a rare minting error where parts of the lettering and date look doubled, especially on Liberty and In God We Trust. A regular 1969 D penny, even in great condition, is typically worth between 1 cent and maybe $10 if it's in uncirculated condition. So unless you have an S mint marked coin with visible doubling, it's not the $1 million jackpot. But don't be discouraged. There are still valuable pennies out there. Here's what you should look for. 1969 S mint mark, not D. Doubling on letters like Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date-sharp edges and minimal wear. If you think you might have one, don't clean it. Cleaning can actually reduce its value. Instead, take it to a coin dealer or submit it for professional grading. Many people between 30 and 70 inherited coins from parents or grandparents. If you have a shoebox of old change, it's worth taking a closer look. Sort coins by year and mint mark, research rare varieties. We've got videos to help. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Get a second opinion before selling. Consider auction houses or reputable online marketplaces like eBay with sold listings as guides. So, is your 1969 penny worth $1.4 million? Probably not. But you might still have a hidden treasure. Keep searching, keep learning, and who knows? Maybe your next find will be the real deal. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin tips, and share your penny stories in the comments. Did you know that a simple 1952 Lincoln penny, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth up to $1.7 million? Don't walk past that old change jar just yet. Hi there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and wondering if that jar of old coins in your attic holds a hidden fortune, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about a small copper coin that's making big headlines, the 1952 Lincoln wheat penny. We'll cover why one version of this penny is reportedly worth $1.70 million, what makes it so valuable, and how you can find out if your penny is rare and valuable. First minted in San Francisco in 1952, this penny was part of the beloved wheat cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. The S mint mark below the date tells us it was made at the San Francisco Mint, one of the 3 mints operating at the time. Over 137 million of these 1952 S pennies were produced. So, why would one sell for $1.7 million? Let's dig deeper. Yes, there's a story floating around the internet of a 1952 S penny selling for $1.7 million. But here's the truth, that number is extremely rare and likely tied to a mint error or misattribution. Still, some mint condition or error pennies from 1952 S have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. A 1952 S penny graded MS 67 plus read by PCGS sold for over $9,000. Even circulated coins with unusual errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or repunched mint marks, RPM, can fetch $100 to $1,000 plus. So, how do you know if your penny is valuable? Start by checking these 5 things. Look for anything unusual, like a double-stamped S. That's a repunched mint mark, RPM. Are there weird lines or doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's face? That could be a double die error. Is part of the design cut off or shifted. This mistake can make a coin worth hundreds. The less wear and tear, the better. Coins graded MS, mint state 65 or higher are where the big bucks are. Coins that still have a rich red tone, called red RD in grading, are more valuable than brown ones. 0.2 to 15 cents, $1 to $5, $50 to $100, $9, 000 plus $100, $5, 000 plus maybe the next $1 million coin. Here's what to do next. Take clear photos of both sides of the coin. Check it under magnification for any oddities. Visit a reputable coin dealer, numismatist, or submit it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Join online coin forums or Facebook groups to get free opinions from collectors, and don't rush to sell it. Research first. Many sellers lose thousands by selling too quickly. So, while not every 1952 S penny is a $1 million find, some are absolutely worth serious money, especially if you know what to look for. If you have old coins and want to learn how to spot valuable ones, maximize your profit, and avoid getting scammed, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss future videos. And hey, if you think you've got a rare penny, drop a comment below. I might feature it in the next video. We're diving into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1968 Lincoln 1-cent penny, with no mint mark. But not just any penny, one that's rumored to be worth over $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. If you're aged between 30 and 70, you may remember coins like this from your childhood. Or perhaps you've inherited a stash of old coins from a relative. But did you know some pennies can be worth a fortune? Today, we're uncovering the story behind the 1968 no mint mark Lincoln penny and why it's one of the most valuable coins in American numismatics. The history and background. First, a little history. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, featuring President Abraham Lincoln's profile. By 1968, pennies were minted primarily at two facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, while Denver coins are marked with a D. But here's the twist. The 1968 no-mint mark penny is very common. Millions were produced. So why would one penny from 1968 be worth over $1 million? What makes the 1968 no-mint mark penny so valuable? The answer lies in an incredibly rare error coin. In 1968, a few pennies were accidentally struck on a double die obverse or had a die clash error. This means the design was stamped twice or overlapped, creating a doubled or distorted image. Collectors prize these kinds of errors because they're scarce and visually striking. But there's an even rarer variety. The no-mint mark 1968 penny struck on a planchet meant for a different coin or with an unusual metal composition. The $1.6 million penny, fact or myth? Now let's talk about the $1.6 million figure. Recently, rumors circulated that a particular 1968 no-mint mark penny sold for that staggering price at auction. While some reports are exaggerated, there is a documented sale of a rare Lincoln penny with a significant error that fetched prices in the millions. If you have a 1968 penny with unusual markings, errors, or no mint mark, it's worth getting it professionally appraised. How to identify if your 1968 penny is valuable? Here's how you can check your pennies. Look closely at the date and mint mark. Is there any doubling or distortion? Is the penny missing its mint mark when it should have one? Check for unusual metal color or thickness. Could it be struck on a wrong planchet? Use a magnifying glass or take a clear macro photo for expert review. Remember, the vast majority of 1968 pennies are common and worth just their face value or slightly more if in pristine condition. But those rare error coins? They're a collector's dream. What to do if you think you have a valuable penny? If you suspect your 1968 no-mint mark penny could be worth a lot, here are some steps. Handle the coin carefully. Avoid cleaning or damaging it. Take high-quality photos from multiple angles. Consult a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Consider getting a formal coin grading to maximize its value. Be cautious of online scams. Always use trusted auction houses or dealers. Stories from sellers and collectors. Many collectors have been surprised by what they found in their old coin jars. One gentleman discovered a 1968 penny with a rare error, and after professional appraisal, it sold for over $100,000. These stories remind us, sometimes, hidden treasure lies in the smallest places. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just clearing out a drawer of old coins, don't overlook the 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. It might just be your ticket to a fortune. Remember, patience, knowledge, and the right expert advice are key to turning your coins into cash. We're talking about one ordinary-looking coin that might just make you a millionaire, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. You heard that right, one penny, potentially worth $1.7 million. Let's rewind to 1975. Gerald Ford was president, gas was 57 cents a gallon, and disco ruled the radio. But in the middle of all that, the U.S. Mint struck millions of pennies, and most were just your average copper cents with no real value beyond 1 cent. But collectors today are hunting for one very specific version of that penny, a 1975 Lincoln cent with no mint mark that may have some unusual and rare errors, and yes, it could be worth up to $1.7 million under the right conditions. Lincoln's profile, "In God We Trust," Liberty 1975 no mint mark. What's the big deal with no mint mark? Well, back in 1975, the Philadelphia Mint didn't place mint marks on pennies. So most 1975 cents from that mint have no mark under the date. That's totally normal. But what's not normal is when a coin has Philadelphia features, but was actually struck at another mint, or contains die errors, misstrikes, or a rare double die obverse. That's where the value shoots up. In recent years, collectors have speculated about a 1975 penny that supposedly sold for $1.7 million at a private sale due to unique minting errors, a rare die pair, or misattribution that made it one of a kind. While the details of that specific sale are hard to verify, we do know that high-grade coins, especially mint state or proof error coins, can fetch tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands at auction. Doubled letters in Liberty, or the date off-center strikes misaligned dies proof like shine on a circulation coin. So, how do you find one of these million-dollar pennies? Start by checking any 1975 penny with no mint mark. Flip it under a strong light or use a magnifying glass. Doubling on letters or numbers clean strike details unusual luster or shine any off-center or odd-looking features. Even if it's not the million-dollar coin, a high-grade 1975 penny can still sell for $100 to $500 plus if it's in mint condition. Have it appraised online marketplaces like eBay, search sold listings, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, PCGS, or NGC for professional certification. It can lower the value. Who knew your old pennies could be worth a fortune? The 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but one rare version could make you rich. So go check your piggy banks, junk drawers, and old jars. And if you find anything strange or exciting, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden coin treasures you might already own. Hit that bell so you never miss a valuable find.